guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I am just working on some pages in my Christmas journal. So I thought I would show you a few different ideas to do some pockets, some nice, simple, easy ones. This one I did the other day. I've got 3 signatures I'm working in, and I'm trying to work sort of like in all of them at the same time. So they'll sort of like be a bit more sort of like evened out. This is the one we did the other day. It's on the first signature and I just love this one. I think it's just so lovely. I'm just going through it basically, sort of a basic layout to start with, and then I will put the journal together and then I will embellish it a little bit more. But I've done this one. This is the first signature. Let's put those to the side. And then I've done this pocket on the next page. So we have got, let me get a little tag. I've done 2 little pockets there. And then I've got a big one on here. And then I have another pocket that I would like to do in that one in a minute. This one I have a pocket on the front. I don't think I did this one on camera. I'm not sure. So I've got a pocket there, and then before I put this pocket on, I put this on the back on a slant, and then I've made that into a pocket. So we've got a pocket there and then we have a pocket there. So it looks like you've got this inside of the pocket already. And then I've got 2 more pockets in that one that I'd like to do as well. And if we have time, I'll do some more. This one on the front, I just did a lovely little fabricy pocket, like a little bit of calico, Hessian type fabric. And I sewed around that and then I just stuck it on. So really simple. I don't want to go too over the top in this journal because I think the embellishments that I've got are so lovely, and I've chosen to do just a very plain back paper on this one, so it's all works really nice, so you can actually see the embellishments. And then I'm not afraid of covering up pictures on the back. And then I have a little pocket here. Have I got 2 on this one? Okay, right, let's start on this one. Really simple. So this is a simple one. And then I'm just going a few pages in. I've got all my little fussy cuts here, so I'm just using those to make the pockets. I've not actually got pockets ready made. So I've got 3 little embellishments, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this one down. So this is all about pockets, and I'm going to put that one over the top just like that, and then I'm going to put little Santa just there like that, and then that's a super you can have him on a little angle or just standing up, but it needs to be sort of like attached to both of these pockets. And then we can get a little tag or a big tag and then pop the tag in. So this doesn't really look like a pocket, does it? It looks like a really nice sort of like a little cluster. I think I actually inked around these already. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to actually glue this to here first, like that. So we need to do this bit of gluing. I'm going to glue on to this one just a little bit. Use whatever glue you use. Pop that down and then just stick that on. And again, you can have it all lopsided and however you would like it. So we're going to pop that onto there. Make sure we don't have glue underneath. We're taking our little Santa. Little Santa can just sort of go there like that, can't he? I think so. We want a little bit of glue just there and some on this one like that, and then we'll just stick him on like that, just so that we can see Season's Greetings on there. Wipe off all the little bits of glue if you get them on there. So there we go. So we don't have any glue on the back. And then that's your lovely little pocket. So we've just done a nice little sort of cluster there. Oh, I do have a little bit of glue, I think. Little bit of glue. There we go. And then I'm just going to stick that on. So then again, when I come back to embellish the journal again, I can add a little bit more to that. I might just have it a little bit higher. So then I'm going to just glue around the edges. Just nice and simple. along there and along there. And then we will just pop that down like that, and then we've got this lovely, lovely pocket on there. Nice and simple, and like I said, you can just pop a little tag in there like that. So how lovely is that? Again, I will come back and add a few more little bits. I just want to get sort of like the bones of your journal, isn't it? Done. And I'll probably pop little edging on and things like that. So so that's really simple. I do have these actually. These were from Journal Say, and they're little snowflakes. So I'm going to add some of these onto the pages as well. I'll just show you what I was thinking. And we can find how to get into it this side. These are lovely little snowflakes, and I think just added, just I mean, to the pages. So whether you can see that, or just down here across the pocket like that. And then you could put like a little gem in there, in the middle of your snowflake. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to, if you're not going to fill up your pages, you could just have these down the edge of your page. And I think they are really, really pretty, and they're quite nice sturdiness. Although they look quite sort of like delicate, they're quite hardy. But I think there we go. So that's a really, really simple pocket. So that's one, and then I've got this one I thought I would do. I'm going to just take this page out. Let's pop that there. Again, we have got, oh, I'll tell you what I did on this one. I've got these lovely little strips of foam tape. What did I do with those? Oh, here we go. I don't know whether you've seen these. I've seen the little square ones, the little round dots and things like that, and the tape. I normally cut my tape so it's quite thin, but this is already, you know, cut into little strips. I didn't know you could get it until I had a little rummage on Amazon. So I'll pop the link down for these. And then it's like for making like little shaker cards and stuff. So I think I might have to make some little shaker cards. Oh, I've got a little bit there. A little bit. And what I've done, I've put it around 3 sides of this little journal card. And I was going to pop this onto here like that. So we've got sort of like a lifted, nice little raised pocket to pop something into. And this was one of them. I think this is the writing paper to go into one of the envelopes, but I kind of like it as a big pocket. So I thought I'd have a big pocket going this way. So again, I'm not doing anything to it. I am just taking it and I am just going to glue it to the page. Like this, nice little bit of glue down here, because I know lots and lots of you find it very, very overwhelming to start a journal. And it doesn't need to be. You can be really, really basic. I know sometimes we all, you know, especially me, I tend to sort of go OTT on my journals. But they don't have to be. You can just make them as simple as you can. And that's just taking one of the cards, one of the papers, and sticking it to the page. And then this one, I'm going to just pop right in the middle like that. Really, really simple. I might actually come in and add a little bit of stickles to the little flame, a few little gems on here, maybe add a little bit of ribbon dangling down from here. But all of these things can be done, you know, once you've sort of like finished the basics of your journal. And that is the fun bit, coming in and adding all those lovely little last bits. But I do think this on its own, just like this, is really, really lovely. So you can just leave it like that. So that's a nice little simple pocket. Let's find a little card. Look, we've got a little sticker rock there, and that just goes right in. So you could actually make a little booklet as well, because that's got a little bit of depth to it, hasn't it? Can you see? What I mean, you've got a little nice little, or a big pocket. So we've got a nice pocket in there, And then we've got this lovely big pocket this side. So there we go, that's the pocket. That's the page, and that's all I am going to do on that one. So how simple was that? So now I have got 3 pages done in here. So we've got the first one, we have this little one there, and then I have this one at the back. So lovely. So that's that one done. Let's pop that to the side. Let's work on this one. So loving this one actually, with a little corner side little pocket. So I've sort of like marked them off so it'll be easy, so I'm not sitting here trying to think what to do. So this one I have got, again, I've got 3 little elements. So we've got another card there. This is the one for the smaller envelope. These are the ones I made, so you just fold them in half, and that's like the writing pad. So I'm gonna just, the writing paper, put that there. Again, I'm gonna have a little pocket there. I am going to put this on top like that as another little pocket, and then we've got the little robin just to sit inside like that. So really simple, so simple, and it's just using the elements in the digital kit. And again, all of these ideas, they don't have to just go with a Christmas theme. All these pocket ideas are all for any journal, any theme you're doing. So I just wanted to keep this really simple, because I want you guys to, all you lovelies that keep messaging me saying that you're too scared to start a journal, there is no wrong or right way to do it. Just do how you feel, you know, just add little bits. We are all different. We are all different. And we all have sort of different tastes to things, don't we? But look at that, nice little pocket. And again, I can come back, I can add a little bit of ribbon down here. I have got, what have I got? I've got these little bows that I've got, that I made from the tool. I can put a little bow in there, look. How simple is that, and how pretty does that look? These are just little tool bows that I made. I'll show you how to do that. And I've also been making some leaves from this big tool thing. What was that for? That was from Panda Hall. But look at these lovely leaves to go in there. Just lovely. I've been trying to figure out how to make some poinsettia, but they're a bit sort of almost like holly leaf shapes, aren't they? But it's a bit fiddly to do that, so I'm just going to make them sort of leafy shapes, I think. Right, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to this. Again, you can add some of the foam tape. I'm going to just bring this down. You can have that up higher. You can have it wherever you like. But I'm going to put it a little bit lower in case I want to add something else into this pocket that's a little bit taller, a little bit larger. Do you know what I mean? So we've got this beautiful little robin, and he can just sit in there like that. Again, like I said, we've got these little bows that we can come back in. Just add a little bow. We can add a little bow to the top of his little tag, like that. I'm going to leave that in there because I think that looks really nice. So look at that. Super simple. And then again, oh, I forgot about this little one. We've got a little pocket here, look. So a little pocket here, and then I could just add a little bit of ribbon. Anything down the side, a little bit of lace. I can add another bit of lace down the side of here. But it's just getting things onto the pages. Okay, so this one. What was I going to do on this? Let's have a think. Right, I'm going to take that out. Oh, I know what I did. I know, I have an idea. Right, I've got a piece of paper. Now this is, I've got my ruler. This is, let's do it in inches first, 3.5 inches or 9 centimeters wide. And then it is 14.5 centimeters or just over, sort of like 5 3/4 inches. And then I folded it 3 inches or 7 3/4 centimeters. I folded it up so the front is bigger than the back, okay, because this is going to be a little pocket. So I'm going to pop this on here like that, so that will be stuck down on the 3 sides, and then these I wanted to put on here, so that says Happy Christmas. So then this will be a little pocket, but this will come down, and this will also be like a little little journaling space as well, and then a pocket in there, and this will just flip up. And if it doesn't stay up, I'm going to put it close to the edge, because if it doesn't stay up, I can actually pop a little paper clip in there to hold it. I just thought this would be a really nice pocket. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this over so we can work on this bit. I need to just ink this up. Gosh, can you hear my seagulls out there? Really, really noisy. There we go. A little bit of ink on there. I think that should be okay. Don't really need to ink too much. So I just thought this would be quite nice. Look at that lovely picture. Let's just ink around. I might, so I'm going to put that like that, and then we've got Happy Christmas, so it just sort of like fits, but I might round the edges off at the top, I think. Just like that. Just and just rounding the edges off of things just makes a big difference, I think, on your work. Oh, I got these little backings there. So this is it's not gonna stick right on top. I'm gonna go above it. Now we could also, if you stuck that onto 3 sides this way, you could also have another little pocket in there as well, which I might actually do. Sort of like a little hidden pocket here. I might actually pop a little notch out of here, just like that, just a tiny one, just so that you know that's a little hidden pocket in there. What do you think? And just put that, would be quite nice, won't it? Right, so how far? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to ink, I'm not going to ink, I'm going to glue just a little bit down through here, and then I'm going to go down this side. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, and down this side, just so I can get it level. And then that will just sit on there like that. Was that going to give me enough room? Yes, plenty of room. There we go. Like that. So then we've got little pockets. Oh, I do like that. That's really nice, isn't it? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to raise this up, I think. Could have a little tuck in there. I do love pockets. I do love to have a little pocket or two, little secret ones. So I think what I will do is put some of those strips down this end, and then maybe that could have a little secret pocket in the side. I won't put a notch or anything out of it, and then I'll probably forget, won't I? So these, look, these are fabulous. Let's take this little piece. You can go on to the end, and then these little ones, just have a little, oops, little strip down through there. That's my scissors. Oops, little bits of thread. Oh, I'm sewing as well with red thread, so I thought that would be quite nice, and it's obviously a Christmas journal, and I never never use red thread, but it was one that I had in a set that actually hasn't been used yet. Surprise, surprise. But I just thought red thread would look really nice, wouldn't it? So let's just stick that down. Let's cut that there. Oopsie daisy. Do you like this? Really nice. Again, I still can't find my Fiskars scissors. I really haven't got a clue what I've done with them. It's another thing that I keep losing. There we go. Pull these off. Pop that on like that, and then that's just stands up, just lovely. Now the other thing I've got some little bit of that lovely red ribbon, or I might even put some snow along here, or a little bit of something on there. I quite like that. That's really nice, isn't it? So that's going to sit there. Then this will lift down. We've got a little pocket here. We've got a little tuck up here. And then you can put something quite big in there. And then we still have all of this room to embellish as well, or journal on. I wonder if we can fit a big tag in here. Not quite Santa, but he's a beauty, isn't he? Not quite, but we could have something a little bit thinner, couldn't we? So I'm going to stick the 3 sides down on here. This one isn't as simple as the other ones, but it's still really, really lovely. So I'm going to close that up. Oops. Just pop that right there, like that. And that just flips up. How lovely is that? Doesn't that look nice? So we've got Happy Christmas and they're all opening their little presents there. And that comes down. And then we've got our little pocket here. And then we've got enough room to pop something in here. And that can just be seen from the top. Doesn't really matter, does it? We have it going round this way. Like that. How lovely is that? And then this we can journal on, or you can stick something on. You can pop another little something in there and pop another pocket. You could go on and on with lots of lovely pockets. But I do like that. And do you know what I mean with the, here's a paper clip. Have a little embellished paper clip just to pop on to the side, just to hold that in place. So we shall see how well that holds, stays up, but I think that's lovely. Right, so that's the 2 in this one. They are lovely. And then we have got this one. Let's pop all these little bits to the side. We have got this one. See how quick and easy these are. Open this up. Now this one again, this one is quite simple. It's a very, very simple principle to this one. All as I've done, I've cut 2 pieces like that. Now the paper that I'm using is a leftover sheet of this. So I'm just using that. So I've just cut this, probably similar size to the other one. There's about 4 inches or 10 centimeters, and that's 14, nearly 14.5 centimeters by 5 3/4 inches. So 2 the same, and I'm going to put those together like that. Okay. So they are going to be put together like that. Doesn't really matter which way around, like that. And I do want to make a little flip, so this flips out. So we like a little bit of a flip, don't we? Let me just ink that a little bit more. Did I ink this side? Little dot of ink. Again, I'm using my frayed burlap because that's my little favourite at the moment. I'm going to take another piece of this. That's a little bit too long, but that's okay. We shall, actually, I'm going to just fold this. Oops. Just fold that down. Like that, because we want to make a little little flippy thing, so we just need to bend that piece in half and cut that off. Just a nice little thin piece. I'm going to stick that just to one side, so then this will stick to here and then this will stick to the page, so that will flip. But that's that bit done. I'm going to just move these out of the way for a second. Let's get this organised. So I'm going to pop them together. So we have a pocket here, we'll have a pocket in the middle, and then we'll have a pocket on this side. So that's really, really simple. And now what we need to do is glue this together. So I'm going to glue these, the one in the middle. Let's just glue this, oopsie daisy, just either side. Like that. Squash that together. So we have the little pocket in the middle, like that. And then this will just sit on there. So again, I'm going to glue all the way down, like that, either side. Pop this however far up you want it. So I'm just sort of going to go in the middle, like that. Then I'm just going to ink the end of this bit, just so we know it's going to stick down, like that. Then that will stick down onto there, like that. So we have a little pocket here that goes right the way down to there. We have the pocket that's in the middle, and then we have this pocket here, which is fabulous. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to cut this to the right length. Oops. Chop that. A little bit of ink. A little bit of ink down there. I'm going to stick this onto here. A little bit of glue. And then we're going to go which way? Not that it really matters, does it? That goes on the edge, like that. So then when we stick that onto the page, this opens up, so it can flap open like that, which is perfect. And then this is going to be the front. So I've got some little bits on here. I've got some little teddy. These are like the little stamps. These are like the ones that we did for the little sort of front of the Christmas tree, wasn't it? This one is like the little stamps. I think that's just fab. I just love that. Let's just ink around. We like a little bit of ink. Now I've got two. You can put these like this and have it is just you know, like a little collage, or again make little, I keep it like that, that one like that. We could have a pocket coming there and a pocket there. So you don't necessarily have to use them as pockets, but you can if you like. Or we have the lovely tinsel on the front or on the back. I think I'll put these on the front because these are quite cute, aren't they? So what shall we have? Shall we have him like that and that like that? Okay. Little bit of glue. Do you know what I'm going to use instead of this? I'm going to use this. This is my new little pen, Zig glue pen. So I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to a little bit down this side. This is acid free as well. So let's just pop that on like that. And we will do the same with this one. And then I've got all of these little bits space to go in with some bows and some all sorts of things that we can add to it. A little bit of fabric. Let's pop that like that. Just going to pop that just on a little slant like that. And that will stick down. So apparently, I haven't used one of these for years and years. When it's blue, it sticks really well. But when it goes clear, it can be like taken off. It's like a dry bond, so it's like a temporary. So apparently it just sort of like goes sticking. You can take it off. Whether that's on paper or not, I don't know. I will have to test that out. So we have a little pocket there if need be, and a little one there, which is fabulous. Turn it over, and I'm going to just stick this one down. We don't need more, do we? So I'm going to use this. Just go around the edges. There we go. Pop that down. Super. Remember to put the lid on. Okay, so that's the front, that's the back, and that's the front. So let's take this. Let's take these bits and pop them in there. I tried to keep sort of a little bit tidier today. Let's pop you over there. I'm going to open this out like that because I want this to sort of like go right on the edge. Like that, and then it can just flip out. I'm going to take this glue, tacky glue, and just glue that to the edge. Like that. Pop that up there. Because again, I can add a little bit of lace or something across there so it dangles down. Like that. And then because it's right on the edge, it's sort of like, it's easier for it to open and close. There we go. Close that up. And that just flips in and flips out. And then we've got a little pocket like that. So we've got 3 pockets in this little sort of like area. Well, we haven't actually, we've got another 2 on there, haven't we? So that's like 5 pockets. Love it. So that goes on to here. That goes on to there. So look at that, guys. We've made 5 pockets in what, about half an hour? So that's pretty good, isn't it? So I have got, this is going to have lots of pockets in, I think, because I've got so much embellishments and things that I can put in this. Loving that. So we've got 3 pages done in that one so far. There's that one, and then what other one? Oh, we did this one, wasn't it? I do like that. That's really nice. You can see I thought of that one and the last one together. This one I love, so we've got the pocket there and the pocket there. And then what did we do in this one? We did this lovely pocket. Did we do another one? Oh, and we did this one. Shall we add another pocket? What's this? This is the middle page. Now, what I like, let's just do another one because we haven't been that long. This is like the middle page, so I'm going to take some of these. I'm thinking of putting this on the front cover because I think that's a really nice sort of vintagey looking Santa, isn't it? I've got these lovely tags. Not sure, I think these came with the Ko-fi freebies. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to take just some random ones. Oh look, these have got Christmas trees on. We don't want all Christmas trees. Or we could have a jingle bells. What else could we have? Singers. Oh, I don't know, we could probably have the singers on there as well. These ones come in 2 different sizes as well. We've got some mince pies. Oh, got lots of lovely bits in here. I do love these Christmas embellishments. That's her little snowman. We've got jingle bells. We've got, oh, joy. That's a nice one, isn't it? Let's have a little candle. Okay, I'm not going to use all of these, but I like my snow globe as well. But I'm going to just put little pockets, like a little sort of collage of pockets on here. So we can have a pocket that goes this way. Josh, I mean, we can have this one that goes on that way, that comes down, and then we could probably put, this is the middle page, so we've got to make this quite nice, haven't we? So we have joy there. I do like this lovely little, I like the way that we can have little things coming from all different places. Josh and me, we can pop the little candle in there, or a little candle in there. Lots of little tags. You can always turn a lot of these little bits into tags as well. Might pop a little snow one there. Like that. What should we do? I think I might sort of do that. And then this can be, if I glue this bit down, this could be a tuck sort of like from here, can't it? Lovely, lovely, or sort of like that. That's quite nice. Right, I'm going to stick this one down first. We're going to ink, and I'm going to just pop a little snippet out here. A little bit of ink. Just collage these up. So I'm going to go straight in and glue down. Just like that. Pop you in. Like that. Level. I think that's pretty level. Loving the colour of the papers as well, because it almost looks like sort of like the night sky, doesn't it? In there. So what was I going to do? I was going to pop our little snowman. Should we pop our little snowman? So we've got that pocket there. Going to just do both sides on this. I want to sort of do the same sort of thing throughout this journal. Do you know what I mean? Because I've stuck the sides down on the little tree one that we did. Just the two sides. So that can go on there. And then if we put that there, we've got a little tuck here. And then we could have something that goes in there. So just like a normal little pocket, I think. And then I can stick something on this bit. Perfect. Did I ink these? They look pretty inked up anyway. So if you're not an inker like me, they all look sort of like old and grungy anyway. So let's stick that down. So if you just sort of like put pockets through your journal, it won't take you very long at all to get it looking really, really lovely. So look at that, perfect. So we could have a little mince pies in there, that could go in there, and then we've got little Christmas cookies in that one, if it'll fit. Oh, just about. And look at that, how lovely as a little page, as a journal page. And then again, like I said, I will go in and add little bits and pieces to that as well. I'm going to take those out because we don't need those yet. Loving this one. I love that little joy on there. And I'm just thinking we could do it as like a little up tuck, couldn't we? As a little up pocket on this one. But I kind of like that. I really do like that at the top. So if I put that as an up pocket, don't want to cover too much we need to sort of, oh, we don't want 2 words on there, do we? Oh, look, a little round centre. We've got a little house. You can see I wasn't ready for this one, can't you? We've got baubles. Well, maybe we'll go for baubles. But then again, I do have this. That's a little envelope. We don't want to put an envelope on there, do we? Oh, we've got some lovely holly. We've got a nice big centre. Oh, let's see, what can we do with these? That I like at the top, unless we don't actually make that bit into a pocket. We could just leave that as is. Loving this holly. I do like that. What can we do with that one? We need a pocket this side, wouldn't we? And a pocket there. That's kind of nice, isn't it? A little centre, but I might leave this little area here because I can embellish that little bit. But they look kind of good, don't they? I'm going to leave this unless I do it so it goes through. We could do something so it goes through, couldn't we? And we could also actually put the sticky foam tape just at the top and the bottom. I think that's what I will do. We'll pop sticky tape on the top and the bottom, so we've got like a little slide through. So if you wanted something, I don't know, a little rolled up something or other, you can pop through there. I think I did something similar on the fairy journal. Was it the fairy journal I was working on? I can't remember. I need to go back to my fairy journal and have a little peek, see what I've been doing. Let's take both of these, put them together. Just take out a tiny, just going to go a little bit lower because I don't want to get rid of that writing on there. I want to still be able to read about it because that tells you all about the holly and the ivy. Encyclopedia Ephemera has lots of things to read on it, which is nice. So it tells you all about baubles on this one. Okay, let's stick. Right, I'm going to do this one first. Let's get this to tape again. Take this off. Loving this. Oh, don't know why. I don't know. I never really looked for it before. It just sort of like popped up on my Amazon as a little something that I might like, and I do. Let's use these little extra bits. I can put one there, put one there, and then I can just put this end one like that. Let's just use up the little extra bits. Take that off. And they're a lot easier to take the little backings off than those little squares. Oh, saying that, because the little squares take an awfully long time, don't they? Take that off. Oops. And that little bit. Right, I'm just going to turn this around this way so I can see and so I don't stick my head right in the way. So this can go, I don't want to go right to the very top, but just like that. Put that to the side. That's lovely, isn't it? And then, I'm not sure, this is a small one, it's a bit too small, but then that something would go all the way through and come out the other side, so it's like a little side belly band, isn't it? Actually, you could probably attach these to a belly band if you wanted to put something a bit thicker in your belly band, couldn't you? It's quite nice, isn't it? Right. I'm going to put these away because I'm trying to keep a little bit of room on my table. Are we putting it like that? Is that how I said? Look at that. Isn't that just lovely? Look, it's so nice. This down. Like that. So I believe this journal is going to be all about pockets. Lots of little things you can pop in here. Your Christmas journal if you're going to make one for yourself. Little gifts you want to buy people, what they have bought you. Little notes. Love it. I do like journals with lots of little bits and pieces in it. Little sort of secret pockets and stuff. There we go. Pop that just there. Like that. Fabulous. So then we've got a little pocket there like that, and then a little pocket there like that. How lovely. So we've got 3 pockets there, and really we've got 3 pockets on here, haven't we? Because that's just like a little tunnel pocket. That is. We're going to call that. And then we will pop that in the middle of the journal. Look at that, beautiful. And then I can just go through this with some embellishments. Loving it. Love, love, love. So that's the first page. Did we have that? It feels quite thick. We've got this one, so we've got the little tag that can go in there. I've got a nice big Christmas stocking on that one. We've got like 3 pockets on here. So a little snow globe with his little mate there, little snowman. We've got a lovely little one here which will fit. What can we put in this one? We've got little carol singers on that one. That's from the Encyclopedia. We can put just a little one in there. Oh, that's nice. That can go in there. I don't really have anything at the moment, I don't think, that's going to fit through there. But, oh, we've got these little tickets. They would go through, wouldn't they? I think I'll forget. So that's that one. Oh, we got this lovely one. Must go through all of these. So we've got a nice big pocket in there. I'll have to go through all my little tags and stuff. Pocket there. Gosh, we got lots and lots and lots. We've got the pocket here and here. We have this one. Loving this one. Love this little one. And we've got a little hidden one there. I didn't want to put a little notch in there because I think that almost looks like a little hidden pocket, doesn't it? I think I'll come in and I'll add lovely little dingly dangly lacy bits. Or, tell you what, these little snowflakes would look nice on there, wouldn't they? So we've got that one. We've got our little flip down. So that's 1 pocket, 2 pockets, and then we've got another pocket in there. I think that might stay up on its own, actually. Loving that picture. I think that's a beautiful picture. Nothing in this one, on the end of that one. And then we have this one. We have this little 2 little pockets there. And then we have this little pocket here that just flips out, which is fabulous, isn't it? So there we go, guys. There we go. We have lots of lovely little pockets in here today. So that's filled up a few more pages. So I will carry on with this and add a few more onto that. And then I will come back and then we will start embellishing the journal. Or actually, I might even sort of like start making the cover once I know how thick this is going to be. With little pockets in there. I don't want it too thick, but you know what I'm like. But there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.